The refreshed Ford F-150s are starting to make their way to the dealerships. This is an STX package. Cannot wait to show you guys around this truck, and as always, I'll show you the payload at the end of this video. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller Super Ford. Be sure to check out their inventory. This truck is showing available. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the options and features on this build. At the very top are the specs and colors. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment here. And then down below, here are all the options. So the 355 locker is the major one that I would definitely get. And this has the mobile office package too for $535. Destination is $19.95 with a total price of $53,110. There was a time when the top of the line trims were over 50 grand. And now you have trucks like the STX, which is basically a work truck model, that costs over 50 grand. But you have to keep in mind, this truck now has standard LED headlights and turn signals up front here, high and low beam. Also, if you check down below, fog lights also are LED. You have your recovery hooks finished in black and new front grille. And check out your Ford badge too. You have the white lettering. And I actually like the way that looks on the white paint too. Now off to the side, 20-inch wheels do come standard with the STX package, and they have a nice look to them. We have a graphite color with a machined face, and they're wrapped in a decent brand hand coupe. These are the Dynapro AT2s, 275/60/20, and here is the capacity for the tire, 2,679 pounds. Max PSI is 51, which is pretty typical. You're gonna have a coilover system suspension, and it's going to be independent. They have a fabric material for the wheel well liners too. And then check out the badging. They have like this lime green color. Has like that sporty look. Black mirror caps and door handles. So not a lot of chrome on this build, which is a good thing for some people. Here are the mirrors. I would like to see a convex as an option. Blind spot monitoring's right there. As far as the fuel tank goes, crew cabs are going to have the 36-gallon fuel tank, regular fuel for the 2.7 liter, and here's the leaf pack here. It looks like you have 2 leafs and a shock absorber. No wheel well liner, by the way. And then they did restyle the taillights for 2024, and they have like a dark gray accent. It looks really nice. It says Ford right there. And let's go ahead and drop this down. It is not assisted. No spray in bed liner. You guys can see there's no sliding glass. You have your high center mount light up there. Looks like it's incandescent bulbs, by the way, too. 400 watts of power on this side. Looks like some storage. Not deep at all, really. No bed lights, by the way, too. But you still have a backup camera, parking sensors out back. You have a 4 and 7 pin class 4 receiving hitch, and as you guys saw, you have a 355 with a locker out back. Spare tire down below. It's not the same tire brand, by the way. Interesting. But let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about this 2.7 liter engine. Now, this 2.7 liter V6 may not sound impressive, but it does have forced induction, and you still can get the 5 liter Coyote for 2024. But before you upgrade, know this. This is the only engine that has a compacted graphite iron block, still gonna have aluminum heads, and it puts out 325 horsepower, which comes on around 5,000 RPMs, and 400 pound-feet of torque that comes on around 3,000. It has port and direct injection. Also 10-to-1 compression. And when you get the 355, it can tow up to 7,600 pounds. But I think that when it's all said and done, this is a really nice option, and it does run on regular fuel. When you think about the interior, this is really a work truck. And one thing I like about Ford is they do give you some soft material right here. The other competitors do not do that, believe it or not. Now you still have hard plastic everywhere else, but this is nice to have this soft touch vinyl material. No power seats on the STX model, but you still have lumbar support that's manually operated, and then of course you can control the seat back and you can scoot it forward and back too. Telescoping steering wheel, automatic headlights, electronic parking brake. You have some bed lights right there. And this one does have a really nice design for the seats. You guys saw that lime green on the exterior. They also have it on the interior, on the stitching right there on the side of the seats. And a little bit of graphics right there too. The headrests do not tilt, and you're gonna have a, I guess, vinyl. This is probably vinyl. Steering wheel, grab handle to get inside, but really nice attention to detail for the interior overall. More of that graphite on the interior as you saw on the exterior. Power windows, power door locks, and power outside mirrors too. The only downside is you still have to use a key to start it up. Now with Ram, they do allow you to have push button start. I believe that GM now offers push button start standard too. But you do have a fully digital gauge cluster, and the 12-inch does come standard now. Now let's go and take a look at your cameras really quickly. If you put it in reverse, they do allow you to zoom in for your conventional hitch. And let me show you guys something that they've done. I love that they added this. The previous Fords did not have this from what I remember. So if you go down, I'm in the My View. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip down here. So the gauges, they now have measurements. This is something they added to the Super Duties. And I love this because it shows you the engine coolant, transmission, and engine oil temperatures all in one spot. This is nice if you're towing a trailer. That way you can kind of monitor the temperatures. I like to look at this when I'm unloaded, and then when I tow my trailer, I can kind of keep in mind what the temperatures are. Really nice layout. If you put it in your drive mode, so you have normal, let's go all the way to the front. So you have sport, eco, tow haul, normal, and then slippery. You have to be in four-wheel drive for the off-road mode, but you have that one as well. Off to the side here, you have your stop start at the very top, caution lights, traction control right there, and single climate control. You have your audio controls right there. This is how it's controlling that drive mode. Also, you have the locker right there, 4 high, 4 low. They did normally put it right here for the Super Duties, but I guess they allowed it to be there. Now, if this was a Tremor or maybe even a Raptor, they would have the, what do you call it? The trail turn assist, so they probably would move it down here. Just keep that in mind. You have 2 USBs down below, a little bit of storage, cup holders, more storage. Now, this one does have that office feature. And notice how this truck has the shifter up here. Now, I wonder if they're going to do that for all the trucks, because in the past they had the shifter right here, and I wonder if for the higher trim levels they put a shifter down here. But I like the column shifter better personally. But yeah, this gives you the option to, you know, use this as a workstation. And then storage just below. This does pop out. Has a coin holder, card holder right there. 2 USBs, they're type C's inside of this area. Off to the side, you have a 12-volt plug and a 120-volt plug for the interior. And the dash has a nice design on it. All this is gonna be hard plastic, but you have some storage above. And check this out, black roof on a lower trim level truck. Has a nice appearance. Place to put your sunglasses, LED lighting, and you don't have a vanity on this side, but you do have one on this side. On the passenger side, you still have the manual lumbar support, open storage at the very top here, and then down below, your glove box. Out back, 60/40 bench, and the cab size hasn't changed, but they've done a great job. This is a nice size cab. I still think Ram has the biggest cab, by the way. Cup holder right there for like a bottle. A little bit of storage down there. and more power outlets. 12 volt plug there. You have 2 Type-C USBs, another 120 volt. You saw those cup holders, seat back pockets, and yeah, really nice design on the interior. And then you have lighting and some hooks on both sides too. Let's go ahead and check out that Payload. Now here are the numbers on the door. Your gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 3,450 pounds. The rear is 3,400 pounds. And the gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 6,650 pounds. Now the wheels, you guys can see, are 20 by 8.5. So if you want to put a little bit more meatier tire, you have that option there. And here is the Payload, 1,607 pounds. That is a really good payload capacity. I mean, this truck can only tow 7,600 pounds. So I would say that once you get a 5,000 pound trailer on here, add some gear, your family, you probably might be still within 300 or 400 pounds of that payload capacity. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out again to Larry H. Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. If you would like to purchase this truck, be sure to reach out to their sales team. See you guys soon.